Hello everyone, I'm Dragon and welcome back to Minecraft Age of Engineering. When we last left off, we were trying to do our best to get the Wither boss up and running and trying to get it automated. Well, I think I found a solution, and I'm going to run outside really fast and show you. First, I'm going to go take a quick nap, so that way you guys can see it in the daylight. I got it working. I set it on auto, basically letting it just cycle through, and it seems to work. All I gotta do is just find a way to connect and get the resources out here. As you can see, I've got a bunch of heads out here that I just grabbed out of our system, and these guys right here are basically full of soul sand. If I put more soul sand in there, let's see, get us some soul sand. I probably have to set up our resource miner to get some more in there, but it does go. I could put a filter upgrade or a a counting upgrade for these, and I might eventually do that to keep like maybe just a stack or two at a time, so that way these guys don't one doesn't overfill versus the other. It'll just keep one stack in there, or keep the amount actually needed to spawn the wither. But I've got all these done. The reason, or the thing that we had issues with last time, is we're trying to get all of them to place evenly. So basically what I did is I used the what is this called, the shield, as a placer. So basically all of these things are placed to the west, so basically this is headed towards the west. And yeah, everything is being placed up against this barrier here because according to the system, can't really place anything, or I mean, you can place blocks on that. So if I decided, like, say, place a block there, as you can see, it's a solid block, and it allows blocks to be placed. So, in corporation to that, I'm also putting the heads on the west, but I am delaying the heads quite a bit here. So if I go ahead and let me put this lever on here as like a manual shut off, and a probably like a pass-through, if as you say. This is set to like 300 seconds. So like, actually, let me get another lever, so that way we can get this up and running, so I can show you guys. But if the it already spawned one. So if this lever is off, this Ender Pulsar is off, but I can manually spawn them through here. Actually, it's already working. Let me just take that off. So basically what I'm going to do is put a external thing. I think I can go ahead and make them now. But as you can see, the withers are spawning. This is off now, so it won't spawn anymore after that. But I've got it to where the Ender Pulsar here will count every 300 ticks. Every 300 ticks we can get a wither. And yes, I've tested it. I've had 4 withers in there at a time, and the shield holds up perfectly. Everything is all taken care of. I actually put down here, I've put a XP vacuum. I've put a ranged collector that's just collecting the nether stars, which is basically what we want this for. And the XP collector is just collecting, little bits of XP as it falls through. It's not collecting a whole lot, but every little bit that we can collect, it helps. It helps. But I'm not really focused on that too much. But basically, what I got it, transferred over there. I've got an ender tank, green over in the base that is connected to our storage of experience. But what I'm planning on doing with these is, what are these called? They're called wireless. Is it wireless redstone? No, it's not wireless redstone. It's I think they're RF tools. And is it simple dialer? No. It's one of these. Redstone transmitter and yeah, there we go. I do want to teach the system how to do this, because eventually when we get everything set up for the miners, the quarries, and the builder blocks and stuff like that, we want to be able to have these on autocraft, for the sake of me, So redstone receiver, redstone. Oh, come on. There we go. Redstone transmitter. And then receiver. There we go. So we've got the transmitter there, and then we need a receiver. Then we just teach us how to make that. It should know how to make everything on it. If not, then we can teach it. I think it knows how to make everything. So if we look up redstone, should bring up, yeah, there we go. So a redstone receiver will receive the redstone, and a redstone transmitter will transmit. I think we've made these before. I think I have a set somewhere, but we've got it on Autocraft now. So all I got to do really is put the transmitter down and right-click on that, set channel 1, pick up the transmitter, set that to channel 1, so they're both set to channel 1. And then we want the receiver to go outside and transmitter go out. I'm going to take both of them out there to show you guys how it works. Oh, hey, you guys. Sometimes it messes up if it goes too fast. So we just I gotta chill it out for a second. If it doesn't, if you see it's going too fast, if you're building this yourself, you see this going too fast, just add 20 ticks to that, because it's just, but there's something in the way when it tries to place, and usually the withers go off in that direction over there in the far corner, but sometimes they come in this corner for whatever reason. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this lever here with the transmitter. Wait, we need the receiver. We'll put the receiver there, and what we can do here is we can put the transmitter here. Let's grab our wrench and turn this around, and then what we could do is just imagine this is inside our base. We can do this, and we'll actually disconnect this. But instead of the receiver, I'm actually going to have this set up on keep, X amount of nether stars in the system at all times, with what some of us call a transmitter, or what was it? Redstone? No, it was a wireless. No, what was it? Emitter? Yeah, there we go. It's called an EMI level emitter, and we're gonna go put this in the base. But as you can see, me flipping this switch over here cut this off over here. So we know it works. We know it works. So now we can go ahead, grab this, replace that. It's gonna go and do its thing. I probably need to make it set up to where, let's see, I need a ender chest. So that way all of our things get dumped into the system. I probably need to set this to the green channel, but meh. Alright, are you done? Chest? Yeah, he's ready. If I set it, just leave it to the white channel, what happens? What's in the white channel? Just coal and things of that nature. I need a channel. Trying to think of what channels I haven't used for this. Let's see. Can I get some black dye? Do we have any black dye? Probably not. Oh, we can use the black load just to get black dye. Or we can use ink sacks, but that works. So I'll just do white, black, white. And then what we'll do is we'll go and we'll have this set up here. Just grab some item and conduits. And then we'll go extract, auto, always active, and then you insert. So it should insert every single nether star that it gets. So now we can go into here, go downstairs, and I need to find a place to put this. Probably put it back here, even though there's a bunch of stuff back here. This is just a little thing I started to experiment. I'm trying to automate the atomic calculator. So how many lines are on this? This has got 11 lines. This'll work. This'll work for me. So I'll need another ender chest. And then we'll just white, black, white, and then have it import directly into the system. Actually, I probably could just put it... you hold the torch. I probably just could put it over here. Something that's not very... Doesn't need to be anything spectacular, anything fancy. I also need to get an import bus. Which we already have one of. Nice, nice. Is our chest done? Yes. So our chest is done. And we could probably also export our other stuff to this as well and get the cycle working. Actually, I might actually do that. That sounds like a really good idea. Just filter out what can be taken in and what can be taken out of this system. Let's get this, and hopefully I can put it like this. There we go. That should import everything from there into the system. Yeah, it's working. Awesome. So we can fill this back in with stuff. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a level emitter somewhere over here. Probably could use the same line, honestly. Because how many lines we still have over here? Because the level emitter, although takes a channel, it doesn't take up that much, or doesn't really do all too much. So what I can do here is put the level emitter on this, and then I can put the transmitter there, so I can say, hey man, let's get a nether star. Let's grab 54 of these now. So hey man, keep nether stars. Keep a stack of 64 nether stars in the system, will you? And when this goes off, withers start spawning. When we start filling up and we get 64, it basically will start spawning the withers again, or it should. The question is, though, it should. So I don't know how much into the cycle it is, but what we can do now is we can, because this is, we could just hook it up down here, through here. And then we can go kind of like something like this. Then we can just export, get a filter and just export what we're looking for. Yes, it's a little wiry, but hey, if it works, it works. So you should be working, sir. Your input is on. Alright, so let's go check this over here. And see what is going on. See what's going on. So you should... item type level. It says redstone mode. Emit when levels are above or below or equal to limit. So emit levels when items are below limit. So yeah, so emit a redstone signal when it's ready to go, and we should be spawning withers now. Of course, it does take 320 seconds, or 320 ticks, I'm sorry, to get it started. We can also see this in seconds if we right click on this. I think, yeah, hold shift, and you can see it takes 16 seconds for this to start working. When you're thinking about this in terms of, you know, Minecraft and stuff, 16 seconds is a long time. I may even need to do something with this, because it says its status is on. Let me reset this, because it doesn't look like it's working completely. Alright, status is on. I might need to, yeah, okay, I see what I need to do. I need to invert this. I need to invert this signal. So let's grab some, because when the levels are on, I want it to work. So I need to put this, grab you, and then I want this to be here, and then I want it to read from, whoops, I need it 16 seconds, please. Minus, there we go, 16. And I think we might be messing up. Either that, we're out of, we out? No, we're not out. There we go. Put all this back in there. See if that works. Oh, I see why it's not working. There we go. Because I'm changing it up. So now we need a was it a redstone torch? And then we put the redstone torch on here. And then this, and then we want to read. Whoops. We want to read from that. There we go. So this should be working. I might have to get it, so that should work now. Crossing my fingers. I mean, it may not be in a perfect world. It may not be all the rage, but there's one. And then in 16 seconds, there should be another one. So this one's gonna, you know, do its little explosion thingy. Like that. And then a few seconds later, should spawn another one. There we go. Just a little bit out of, you know, it took a little bit to get it back in sync. Because I was changing it. So, yeah. Should be good now. So once we reach critical mass, that's good, that's good. That one's gonna open up and that's gonna explode. There we go, it's moving away. So 16 seconds, it should do that. There we go, and all of these should be getting put into the system. I can look up Ender Star, or Nether Stars, not Ender Stars. Nether Stars. So we've got 64 or 54 right now. So this will make them until, you know, until we reach the 64 limit, which is kind of cool. I may even bump it up to 128. But as far I've been keeping an eye on this, and it's for so far though it's been really good. I possibly could even shrink this down just a touch, but I don't want to, you know, run the risk of, you know, the withers getting out. As long as they're dying, as long as they're taking damage, I'm okay with that. Like I said earlier, the fact that experience is getting away, I mean, I'm not really worried about experience at this point because we have an automatic experience thing now. Yes, I know it may be wasteful, but we are getting the Nether Stars. So that is a good thing. We've got 57 so far. So, and this is just keep going. Just keep going until we don't need any more. And as you can hear, it is a little bit loud from this distance, but it's not nearly as loud as it was. So, with that in mind, now that we have automated withers coming and going, and we don't have to really touch anything, I still need to get it set up to where I can export the items into here. So we can use another, get an exporter. And then I'll need probably set up a system over there where we can insert directly into, say, some drawers over there, and then have it all taken care of. The only thing I could think of that could absolutely mess this up is the fact that if we don't have the ingredients, if we don't have the skulls or we don't have the soul sand, that's going to be an issue. But I want to put an exporter onto this, and I need to put I think a capacity card as well. So let's look up a capacity card. Capacity. Is this what I'm looking for? Yeah, capacity card. Make one of these, and then we put this in here. Should increase it. Yeah, so what we'll need to do is export, or we need to get wither skulls, and we need to get soul sand. Like I said, I probably need to get a resource miner dedicated to getting these ingredients. But so far, we're going to export this, and we're going to export these. It's not hooked up yet. I know I'm not going to hook it up because I want to get everything set up over there before we do. Let's see. I would need filters. So we got some of these filters. And I want to try to specify what we import. because we can. So that way it doesn't necessarily like pull stuff out. So that way it's not a consistent loop. So let's get get another star. And as you can see, hey, that's a prime example. As you can see, if I pull out the nether stars, if you look over here, right here, if I pull the nether stars out, that signal goes on. So it starts spawning withers. I put them back in there, that goes off. So it tells me, hey, that's working. Like I said before, I probably want to go to 128. So that's 2 stacks. 2 stacks of nether stars. Because we're about to use a bunch of them, and I don't want to run out before we complete our task. So here, I just want you to say import nether stars. That's all I want you to import. The only thing, so if I put, say, soul sand in there, it should stay in the chest. If I put wither skeleton skulls, it should stay in the chest. So here we go. Now what I need to do is I need to grab a drawer. I think a basic 2x drawer would work. I don't need to do anything fancy. So 2x drawer. Where's the oak? There we go. Get a 2x drawer. We only need one. Let me put the other one away. Oh wait, I need to get out of there. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll disconnect this here. We'll put that stone block back there, and then what we'll do is I'll leave this contraption up and running. I'm not going to increase or decrease that, but what I do want to do is get this drawer here and get some skulls. Which I know I have some here. So skulls go in there. And then we need some soul sand. So soul. Scrap just a couple of stacks. Nothing fancy. So we should be able to do that there. And then what I'll do is I'll lock this with my key. And then I'll add some upgrades to it because... yeah, I want to be able to hold as much as I can over here to whenever it needs it, it'll be ready, basically. So the key's there. Okay, so what we'll need to do is we'll need to grab some drawer upgrades, which we have plenty right here. Oops, I need to get a bare hand. There we go. And I'll just go bloop, 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 bloop. Awesome. So what I want to do is I want to be... what is these importing on? You are insert on green. Are you inserting green as well? Yes. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to in and out, insert on brown, extract on green, always active. And probably do what I anticipated earlier, because it's probably going to drain a bunch of stuff. So I want to extract on brown, always active. So that should start, once I get it hooked up, of course, should start importing into the system. So let's do this. Actually, before we did that, I want to go ahead and get our counting filters, because I do want to count it. Now that I thought about it, I do want to get those counted, because I don't want those soul sand things to fill up, and then it's just like, start goofing up. I think that's why it messes up, because there's so much stuff in there. So let's take a little quick bite to eat, and let's throw Lapis away. Let's get ourselves some more of the counting filters. I need 5, so you make me some more of these. That works. Counting filter. There's 6, should be enough. And what we'll do is we'll just replace what the filters we have here with counting filters. So let's grab some soul sand, which, like I said before, I'm going to have to get some type of thing going for that, because that's I'm running out of soul sand quick. I might just go to the nether really fast, because I haven't been there in a while, and just grab a bunch myself. Alright, I don't want these lines mixing, so where is that? Is it right here? There it is. So what I can do here is probably what I wanted to do in the begin with, just to run a straight line. So let's take all of this up. And then we'll run some item conduit this way. Go up this way. And then what we can do here is this will be insert on brown. So that way it doesn't interfere with this over here. And what I could do, now that I've done that, because I anticipated doing it one way, now I just changed my mind. I could do this where it's just extract on green, always active. And it will keep this, you know, pretty safe. So now we've got all the stuff should be in here. It's disappeared. So now we can head back into the base. Do a couple of things. Let's dump that in there. Wow, it's really dark right here. Is the light levels low? No. I guess it's just the light level renders or something. And now we go downstairs. And then what we can do now is just import or put a cable here, hook this all up. So it should be, now it should be exporting. Schedule mode, export the first item until the network is empty, then try the next ones. No. We just want to get this done. And it's slowly putting the heads and stuff. I wish there was like a round robin way of doing that, but oh, there we go. Scheduling mode, export round robin. So it'll go head, skull, head, skull, head, skull, head, skull, until, you know, until everything is done. Can we make some of this? How do we make this? Resource miner, it needs a brown lens. Can we make a brown lens? So brown. We can make brown wool from cocoa beans. Is there any other way to make brown? Let's look in here. Brown dye. Ugh. How many ways to make this? It's just cocoa beans? Really? Can we make dye? We don't look like we can make brown dye. Alright, so we're gonna have to go find ourselves some cocoa beans. Do we have any beans? We've got coffee beans. I don't think I found a jungle in this world. Interesting. So we're gonna have to go and find us some cocoa beans, unless we start getting into bees, which we might start doing here really soon. Alright, let's see. How many nether stars have we gotten while we've been here talking? We've got 91 nether stars now. That is insane. That is insane. So yeah, look at that thing go. Yeah, there's a bunch of experience, but I mean, even for me, my OCD is going crazy because I gotta collect it all, gotta get it all. But I just gotta remember to tell myself that not everything can be grabbed like that. I'm just happy that the system works, and that's the way things should be. So let's grab all this, and let's get this chest out of here. There we go. Let's get this chest out of here, and that will be the end of that. I can just take all of this up and have our little platform out here. And yeah, I will be putting some torches out here so no bad guys spawn on the platform, and then we'll just put all of our stuff that we have in there. There we go. Perfect. There she goes. There she goes. I'm super happy about that. I shouldn't have done that. Stone. There we go. Grab another stack. So yeah, if there's anything you see that I could possibly do better, like, you know, the way it's set up with the current technologies we have, I think this would be about the best I can do. Eventually, I think what we can get into is, I think there's a way to set it up with Draconic Evolution, but we're not at the Draconic level yet. I basically am doing this in preparation. Yes, 3 episodes to prepare for one massive event when it comes to just building a big giant solar panel in our on our space station. But I think it's worth it because we need. Let's grab our tablet really quick just to double check what we need. With the level 3 solar array, we need, or level 4 solar array, we need 40 of the construction blocks, 81 solar cells, and 8 modifier cores. And that's, yeah, that's a lot. So 40 structure tier 4s. And that it's going to take 40 nether stars. We have it. We have the 40 nether stars now. And we have the means of getting all this done. It's just a matter of getting all the blocks that we need and taking care of business, basically. But now that we've got a means of getting these, like, withers and stuff automated, I'm going to go now and take myself to a jungle somewhere. I probably could check my journey map, which for some reason keeps getting reset and all my waypoints reset. I don't know why. But, yeah, we could check our journey map here, and I don't think I have any jungles. So I'm going to go flying one direction, see if I can find myself a jungle. Hopefully we can get some cocoa beans and put it in our farm. I may enlarge our farm later. Oh, speaking of which farm, I've added cactus, and I shrunk down our production of rubber and added a sugarcane farm because we started needing more and more paper for all of our filters that we're using for all of our indoor stuff. But anyway, let's see. Check out our nether stars now. 104. Look at that. Just as simple as you please. And as we see, I'm standing here from afar, and I know we're safe. I could, like I said, I possibly could shrink this down just a little bit, but yeah, this thing is not even being phased. It's not even flinching. So yeah. Anyway, thank everybody so much for watching. Like I said earlier, if there's anything that you saw that I could do better, please let me know. I'm always up for suggestions. And I'm always up to learn with this game. I mean, I didn't know how things work. I literally had to do it to find a tutorial online to do it. So basically, hopefully, the information that I've gathered for the tutorial is basically passed on to you. So now that if you do videos, you can pass the tutorial on to somebody else or pass something, you know, pass the knowledge along. Anyway. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, also leave yourself a comment down below. I love to read them. I do read them. And sometimes I do answer them. Other than that, I do answer them in the video. But thank you everybody so much for watching. And until next time, see you later.